So I tell the swamp donkey to suck it before I give her a trunk in the tradesman's entrance and have her lick me yard balls.
Man, you guys are on like a whole different level of swearing over here, aren't you?
I didn't think I was going to be able to pull that off, actually. That was probably one of my favorite parts of Eurotrip. We are announcing that we are doing Eurotrip because we forgot to do that during one of our last episodes.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember which one it was,
but I think they all came out perfect.
I want the folks, our 2 listeners, to know what movie we're going to be talking about in case they didn't read the title and they're just letting it play on in Spotify, which is our preferred method of listening.
Yes, that it is.
What's your most memorable scene in this flick?
I have 2 that always stand out to me. One is the scene when they're in Amsterdam and the main guy, Scotty, is with Michelle Trachtenberg's character. I can't remember her name.
Jenny.
But when they're at the bar in Amsterdam and they're eating the brownies and he starts like freaking out. But then the bar owner or whatever, he's like, hey, those aren't those kind of brownies. What? Like just the look on his face is like he's freaking out because he's like, man, I am fucking high. And she's even saying like, I am high.
You gave us a bad batch of hash brownies.
And he was like, these aren't those kind of brownies. These are regular brownies.
These aren't hash brownies. We are traditional Dutch bakery. Now put your clothes on, white boy.
So funny. Just because his complete 180 that he does, because he's like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. And he's like, hey, those aren't those kind of brownies. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, then I'm totally fine.
It just took that clarification for him to stop freaking the fuck out.
That, and then the other scene, and I always think of this scene more than I do the brownies, is when they're at the bar and they have absinthe for the first time. And he's like, oh, you feel anything? He's like, nope. He's like, what about you? And he was like, nothing. And he was like, you? Sober as a judge. And he looks at the little green fairy and he's like, this absinthe is bullshit, man.
Yeah. He's like, I don't feel a goddamn thing. This absinthe is bullshit.
Those are my 2 most memorable scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I totally forgot about this movie, like the scene that's on right now, the bar in England, and you have the cameo by Vinnie Jones,
which is fucking hysterical in this movie.
Right.
Like he plays that role so well, so convincingly.
He does. I think it's mainly probably just the fact that he was Gone in 60 Seconds and never said anything until the last 2 minutes of the movie. He says something. So in this one, he's actually incredibly vocal. And it's just weird because he looks like the type of guy that would just be like from like Southern California, I imagine, or whatever. And then you find out that he's British. So you're like, oh, huh.
He's been British this whole time?
Yeah. It's like,
no clue.
I thought you were from Long Beach.
I don't know where he's actually. Is he actually British? I don't know.
Yes. Yes, he is.
That makes more sense because he does the whole. Oi!
Yeah.
You get your bloody mitts off of that, boy.
I read an article with him one time, and the person doing the article, I can't remember where it was. It may have been Rolling Stone magazine, but I remember I think the interviewer was kind of like poking at something, like trying to get information out of him, but he kept saying, you're about to take the piss again.
Yeah.
So, which I guess is British for, yeah, you're going down the wrong road, Sally.
Yeah, they have a bunch of interesting phrases that they use, and one of them is used in this movie in particular because they get shit-faced with these soccer hooligans, and then they wake up on their like tour bus. It's like a double-decker tour bus. And he's like, yeah, you was steamed up, pissed as a fart. And I've actually heard this in another international flick. I can't remember the name of that one, but they use that term, pissed as a fart. And I had never I didn't recall hearing that phrase before. Well, it's just their way of saying you were drunk as shit. And we don't have shit like that here.
I know, we don't.
They have cool phrases, and just like in Beer Trip, it's like they have cool drinking songs. We don't have that shit in America.
No.
We're a bunch of uncultured swine. I swear.
Come on, get your shit together.
There we go. That guy was hysterical too. God. They just wake up and drink. But yeah, I do like that scene because they end up in this, it's an exclusive bar or pub for fans of Manchester United.
Right.
And so, just so they don't get their asses kicked, they have to come up with a plan to make sure that doesn't happen. So, all right, well, if you're fans of Manchester United, he's like, what's the theme song? And this Cooper, he's like, Scotty? He's like, I'm not much of a singer, but my baby takes a morning train. He's like, not bad. Not bloody bad.
I think another memorable thing that needs to be talked about in this movie is just the fact that you have, Scotty's best friend who, they graduate high school. Like, that's how the whole movie starts off, is they're graduating high school. And Scotty has a pen pal that he's frequenting, talking to on the internet, and he thinks it's like some German dude named Mike.
Yeah, and they just happen to have a lot of things in common, and they get along really well.
Right. So, and I mean, hey, we're guys. That's what we do. We don't need to talk about feelings. We don't need to talk really about anything except for the few things that we have in common. So it's like, hey, you like ammunition? Sure. Yeah, I like ammunition. I'm a guy. It's like, hey, I like ammunition. Oh my goodness. Did we just become best friends? It's like, yep.
Do you want to go do karate in the basement?
Yep. So little shit like that. So he thinks he's talking to a guy the whole time, but his buddy, his best friend, is doing what any best friend would do. Like, hey, I just got a job at this huge law firm, but I'm going to go backpacking across Europe with you to help you find this girl, because he finds out from his little brother that, hey, it's not Mike, it's Mika.
He's like, I'm taking intro to German, and I know that. He's like, no, this is Jan. And this is Mika, which is a traditional German name, which, fun fact, you made out with your sister. No, which Mika is actually a Dutch name. See what I did there?
I did.
But it's true, and it's very uncommon in Germany for a woman to be named Mika.
I did not know that.
Well, I just found out. I was today years old when I found this out. A couple other interesting facts about this movie. Matt Damon, he was asked to do a cameo in this movie because he was college buddies with the guys that wrote the script for this
That's
film.
awesome.
Yeah. So, and it's funny how a movie like this, like, it flopped in the theater. They call this, it's a subgenre. They call it a teenage sex comedy, which typically did not do well in the box office, but when it comes out on video, it develops like this cult following. And
well,
I think the same thing with like maybe American Pie. I don't know how well American Pie did in the box office, but
I want to say, I mean, it was probably more successful than Eurotrip.
Maybe.
But I think it's weird because I look back at this movie, and this came out in what, 06?
2004.
4? I really kind of want to say I was in my 30s.
No. It felt like you
I'm
were.
not entirely sure. Like, my math isn't mathing right now.
I think this is right around the... No, this is after we met.
So this is... I mean, dude, this is 20 years old now.
Fuck me.
I know, right? God dang darn.
Who's old as shit now?
Us.
Come on.
We are.
Who roamed the earth with the dinosaurs?
We did.
I do like Cooper has a lot of interesting moments in this film, and he's got that kind of dry, sarcastic humor where
he does,
and him just not giving a shit about what people think just kind of adds to it. You know, like the scene at the party where he somehow wanders into the neighbor's yard where that hot blonde is.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Yeah, which is the repeated line in the movie.
This is definitely where I parked my car.
Yeah, he gets into this hot tub with that blonde girl, and she's like, "Cooper, what are you doing in here?" He's like, "This isn't where I parked my car." He's like, "I'm leaving," or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, before you go, you got something on your, he kind of motions towards the
on her breast,
on his body, the tit area," and she's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just something. You got to rub it." He's like, "You got to go under and then like towards the side. just go like that." And then he's like, "I think your top's getting in the way."
Is it? I guess you're
fine.
right.
And I can't believe she falls for this crap. I mean, obviously it's in the script, but still. So she takes her bikini top off and just continues rubbing it. It's like, there's your R rating, folks.
Yep. This scene that's on right now, the robot fight, probably one of the dumbest scenes I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's so funny.
It is funny, yeah. Because you got this creepy looking French dude, like dressed up like, he doesn't even look like a robot. He's just wearing silver clothes and has his face painted silver.
Yeah, it's mimes.
But
ha!
They're so fucking wily. Yeah, but then Scotty emulates a robot and people start giving him tips. Any tips?
Any tips you got?
And then they get in a robot fight. But then they do end up slapping each other silly. But then the French robot, I should say, gets kicked in the balls. and his
right
response
in the nuts!
to my robot balls, which of course he says in French, but you got to have the subtitles on. But as he's falling to the ground, error. Another cameo in this movie with the one, the only Fred Armisen.
Yes, that's correct.
They're on the train. I think this is when they're going from.
I was actually, I thought you were going to say the Hoff.
The Hoff. Oh yeah. Dude. Yeah.
I don't know if either of you listening have heard that song. That song, big in Japan. The Hoff. David Hasselhoff is huge in Germany.
Oh yeah, they love him. He's an icon. I mean, the last name alone should tell you.
It's the Hoff.
He ain't American. But yeah,
Germany's pride right there.
Yeah, like I think he put out a few albums.
Yeah, he did.
German albums. And
I think all of them went to. I think all of them went to number one in Germany.
Good for him.
They're still number one in Germany.
I'm trying to think of the last thing.
Top in the charts since 1984, baby. Metallica's got nothing on the Hoff.
I'm trying to think of the last
in Germany
movie that I saw him in, and I want to say it was Click, because he played.
The last thing I saw him in, he had a cameo, actually, in the Baywatch remake.
Yeah,
with
that was definitely
one
more
Dwayne
the Rock John Stone. So I mean, this was back to Fred Armisen. They're on the train. They're going from Paris to
Uzbekistan, something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember what their first stop was.
It's not important.
But they've got the car.
You know what?
And it was just limited seating.
Yeah, both of you watch the movie and then let us know where they were going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not going to watch it again.
We can't. We don't have time.
Well, it's not even that. It's just, we're recording the episode right now. Yeah. So, obviously, we can never watch the movie again.
Well, we can't do this episode again. So
no, we can't watch the movie, like, ever. There are probably 2 movies out of the 50-something movies that we've done that I've watched again since we've done them.
Spaceballs.
Yes, but that's because my younger kid just absolutely loves that movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
And I've watched My Cousin Vinny because my mom had never seen it before.
Blasphemy.
I know. I know.
Hopefully you watch the movie with her and then immediately listen to the episode.
Well, the reason she had not seen it yet is because we had my grandparents living with her, who were very spiritual, religious, whatever you want to call it, and they didn't take to the foul language. So my mom could not, and I actually remember there was a time where me and my brother had gone out there to visit, and my grandfather, who was still around, may he rest.
May you rest, sir.
We had put on a movie, and I want to say it was Red. I think it's called Red. The one with Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis was in a movie called Red.
I think that was the movie that we were watching, and we had the closed captioning on because, he was hard of hearing. And
right.
So it was just, he was not only hearing the foul language, he was seeing it on the screen too, which it was just like double threat.
You burned my eyes and or my ears at the same time, boys.
I have never seen my grandfather get as mad as he did. And he stood up and he's like, I can't believe you put on a movie like this. And he was saying, well, it was because of my grandmother,
right,
that he doesn't want her being exposed to this kind of thing. But, I know it was him. It was really him.
And it's weird because I recently just watched Red, and I don't remember a lot of foul language in that movie.
It didn't matter. There could have been one F-bomb, and it wouldn't. That's it. Deal breaker.
Man.
Yeah.
Tyrant.
Yeah. So it was pretty rough. But here we go. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Mi scusi. So yeah, they're sitting in this train car, and there's really only room for 2 people on each side to sit comfortably. But
even though there are 3 numbers behind him.
Yeah. He wedges himself in between Jamie and Cooper. And he doesn't speak English. So he pulls out his newspaper that looks like it's pink because it matches his little pocket square. And every time they go into a tunnel, he does something weird. Like the first thing he does is he puts his hand on Jamie's leg.
Mi scusi.
Oh, scusi. And Jamie starts shaking his leg to hello, you're on me. This is not your leg. And he looks over, and without saying it out loud, it's almost implying, well, you can't blame me. I'm just I'm a weird Italian guy or something. Oh, how did that get there? I'm just weird. Yeah. But yeah, he does such a great job after the big tunnel. And then you just see him.
I don't know how anybody could have filmed this scene
without breaking.
Yeah, I would have died.
I couldn't. And you know what? Everything that Fred Armisen has ever been in since SNL, I don't know if I've ever seen him break. He is so good at keeping his composure during these obnoxious scenes.
You will eat that cat poop.
I won't eat the cat poop.
See.
No.
Yes.
Ron Burgundy says no. If I take a bite of the cat shit, will you bring me a steak?
I think about it.
Oh, he's not crying. It's okay. But he's so good. And just like, this episode's going to come out after our Waterboy episode. So if you haven't listened to that one, you got to go listen to the Waterboy episode. And we were talking about how Rob Schneider has this uncanny knack of being able to play any nationality.
I know. We brought it up in Grandma's Boy
too.
As well.
Yeah.
Because I think I even said in Grandma's Boy, I was like, I don't know where he's supposed to be from.
Yeah, in that movie, I have no idea.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just guessing Yugoslavia. And maybe because his name was Yugo in it, so I was like, oh, it's obviously short for Yugoslavia because that's where he's from. But then the Waterboy, I really do think that he is from like
Louisiana.
deep water South Cajun country, Louisiana.
He could be convincing as
At 51st Dates, I was like, oh, he's obviously Samoan.
yeah. It's true. I think they went to Denmark. I think that was their first stop because they wanted to go to Denmark. They wanted to go to Amsterdam.
And Denmark does make sense because Cooper does even say something about going to the red light district.
And Jamie wanted to go see some weird. We can go see the Cathedral of whatever. He's like, maybe.
Yeah,
if there's time.
if there's time.
I love how they're shitting on all of his ideas because he loves history. He's like a major history buff, and he's learned a lot about it. Mostly from this one book, Frommer's
Right.
Guide, that he brought to the party. The graduation party that they all went to. You brought a guidebook to a party?
Hey, you never know. Sometimes notes need to be taken.
Do you want to see my itinerary? Do you want to see my balls? Cooper.
The Frommer's thing, actually, it does work in his advantage at the end because he like one of the English speaking tour guides like called out sick at the Vatican or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, you seem to know a lot. So can you just give the tour?
Take this. Yeah. He needed another English speaking tour guide for another group that their tour guide, was sick or left or whatever.
My time has come.
He's like, all right, I guess.
Fine.
But I like how they were able to sneak into the Vatican because it was for private tour groups only. But then Jenny, she's like, oh, but we are a private tour group from America. See that guy over there in the orange jacket? He's actually mentally handicapped. And didn't you see Cooper eating an ice cream cone? And he's like making a mess of it. And he's like, oh, I can see that.
Yeah. I when they go walking in too, and then he was like, "You have a very special day
for a very special boy."
Okay.
But then they're walking up the stairs inside. He's like, I can't believe they let us in. What a retard. The only reason that they're in the Vatican is because after stopping at Mika's house, her dad, informs them that that she's gone.
Right.
She went away and she was just going to be touring Europe for a while because she was upset about his email. Because the entire time, Scott thought that he was talking to a dude.
Yeah, Michael.
And when he comes home from that party drunk as shit.
And pisses all over his little brother's robe, which, I mean, come on. Little brother had it coming.
Oh, God. It's the scene with all the penises. Gross. All right. So, yeah, he gets drunk. He comes home. You see him. You hear pee. So the cameras.
You hear the pee.
You hear the. Who hears pee?
We do.
Come on. Who's pissing all over Bert's robe?
He is.
So the camera's shooting towards the bathrooms, and you see the toilet. But Scott's not standing at the toilet. You don't see him. He's
anywhere
off camera.
Near it.
And so you just hear the pee. And then he goes
I don't hear any pee.
He goes to come out of the bedroom and then he stops. And he's like, oh. And he turns around and then he flushes the toilet that he didn't pee in. But then
Why are you wearing my bathrobe?
Oh, I'm sorry, but somebody pissed all over mine last night. But he wakes up the next morning. Well, let me digress. While he's drunk that night, he's reading an email from Mika, who's actually a female
but he thinks it's
that
Michael.
he thinks is Mike, a dude. And after talking to Cooper, he's saying, oh, yeah, so this is how it starts. It's like, yeah, you meet a cool guy online, and then, you arrange a meeting, and then he tries to get you to touch his genitals or something like that. So he angrily, drunkenly responds to this email from Mika saying, I don't want to meet you, you crazy German freak, and please stay away from my genitals and never write to me again.
And then she immediately blocks him.
Yeah, I just don't get you, Scott Thomas. Blocked. But I do like the mail. Whenever he gets an email, it's, mail, motherfucker. One of my other favorite scenes, because, we don't like going in chronological order, is after the beginning of the movie where they're graduating high school and everything. He finds out that Fiona's been cheating on him this entire time.
Right.
And his family's filming the whole thing. It's like it's supposed to be a special day. It's a celebration and everything like that. And Fiona's dumping him on camera.
It's not you. It's me.
Oh, there I go lying again. Actually,
totally
it was you, Scotty. You're just so predictable. So yeah, and then she takes off this Letterman's jacket and hands it to him. This isn't mine.
This isn't mine.
Fiona! So they got that on camera, and then it just cuts to them in the house, and then Scotty's all depressed, moping on his bed, and then Cooper and his little brother, Scott's little brother Bert, are watching this on repeat.
Yeah.
And then
It's like, get out of my room, Bert.
and Bert walks out the way that he did this was so funny because he's such a little shit.
He is.
But this was so well done. He walks out of the room, Fiona, in his high-pitched, girly voice.
I do like Cooper's last words to him. He's like, stay black, dude.
Stay black, Bert.
Love it. Got a fat little white kid, a fat little ginger.
Yeah.
Stay black. Stay black, Bert.
So they end up going on this Euro trip, unbeknownst to Scott's parents, apparently. Because at one point, they're like, where's Scotty? Like, his parents are sitting outside on, like, a porch swing or pork bench, whatever. Pork bench. Ooh.
All those damn pork benches that they made back in 2004.
It's in the park. But it's on my porch somehow. It's a pork bench.
It's a pork bench.
It's made out of pork.
Everybody had one.
It tastes like bacon.
Smells good, too.
But they're like, oh, God. Where's Scott? Oh, I think him and Cooper went camping. Oh, that's nice.
Where's Bert?
Fuck if I know. It's like, no clue where their youngest kid is. Fucking cares. He's self-sufficient.
Yep, exactly. He can take care of himself. Come on.
They end up in Eastern Europe, and that guy that doesn't want to take them to Berlin, nowhere near Berlin. He's like,
he's going to Berlin.
He's like,
I will never go to Berlin again.
It's like, I once stabbed a woman in a bar in Berlin. I sexually assaulted a horse in Berlin.
Never go back to Berlin.
Nowhere near Berlin. But I like when Scott's,
he's going to Berlin.
Scott's trying to talk to him. He's like, I know a little bit. And he's like, hello. And he's like, hello. And then he looks back at everyone and they're like, yeah, you're doing great.
I got this.
Like, I'm pretty sure you could say hello in any fucking country and they know what you're doing. It's not the greatest accomplishment there, Scotty, but the exchange rate, because, they take him to Bratislava.
Yes, Bratislava.
And
not a real place. I looked it up.
Did you really?
No.
Okay. Once again, we don't have that kind of time. That's why we can't redo these episodes. We got to get it right on the first time.
Was that a mic hit just now?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, damn it.
I hope not. It doesn't matter.
I turned and, God, double darn.
But you know what? I think at this point, our two listeners are expecting it. So if you didn't do it, they'd be disappointed.
There you go. There's the mic hit.
There it is. You know what? Just so you don't feel bad. Should we do a third? That's the trifecta. There it is. All right. It's all downhill from here. Wait. I've never known when to appropriately use that phrase.
It's all uphill now.
But going uphill is hard.
I know. That's the accomplishment.
I don't understand.
You accomplished something.
So I think it's all downhill from here because it's easier going downhill.
Yeah, but then when you go downhill, you get to rock bottom. And nobody wants to be there.
But rocks are like ice. It's another name for ice that you can put in my whiskey glass.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, so that's Eurotrip, everyone. We're going to get to drinking.
All right. We're changing the name of this episode to Day Drinking. Oh, yeah. This is the drawback of having a movie like this playing in the background because there's like tits everywhere.
I know, dude. I totally forgot Lucy Lawless was in this until we watched it last night.
And she makes a very convincing...
Whore?
Yeah.
Yes. Does she ever?
I don't
You
think,
mean Mademoiselle?
I don't think she ever sleeps with anyone.
Ooh.
But she makes a very convincing German accent, unlike me.
Yeah, I think she's from Kansas.
Isn't that weird? Well, but they're trying to figure out where they can get with very little money, because prior to that, while they were in Amsterdam, Jamie gets robbed. You know, even though he's got his colostomy bag strapped to his chest,
Right,
with all their money and passports and everything.
Thank you, Dietrich Bader,
Yeah.
for just showing up out of nowhere
Yeah, he goes to this camera shop.
to rob this guy getting a blowy.
He goes to this camera shop to get his Leica cleaned, and the girl that's behind the counter is like super impressed at how knowledgeable Jamie is about
Right.
this camera, and she's like, "You're cute and so innocent. Let's change that." But she's like, "I'm gonna go in the back for a smoke, cigarettes or whatever."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I don't smoke." It's like, "Neither do I."
She's going to smoke that pole.
Yeah. But he takes her behind the store, and Diedrich Bader comes out of nowhere and robs him. He's like, "Just here, take it." I love
Take
you.
all of it.
I love you. But this is the same night where Jamie and Jenny make out while they're in that bar where they have the absinthe. You know, they go to this really lavish hotel. I think Scotty tips one of the guys a nickel, and he's like, "You see this? It's a nickel. I'm going to quit and open my own hotel." And then he smacks the fucking guy, who you can only assume is his boss. It's like,
One can only hope.
but it's like, what, is his job that bad? Does he hate it that much here? He's got all this pent up aggression. Gotta love that exchange rate, though.
Yep. Oh, man. It's such a great movie.
You got the nude beach scene,
Yeah.
which is fucking gross.
It is. I mean, penises as far as the eye can see. But, of course, Jamie didn't flip the page to find out that all the chicks are hanging out at a different beach.
It's a more secluded beach.
I don't know why, like, right then, they didn't just go, well, let's just go to that beach then. They just stood there like, well, this is our life now.
Well,
We're just stuck at this one nude beach.
Yeah, we end up running away
Yeah.
with all the penises chasing them.
Oh.
Chica!
Yeah. Because Jenny shows up. And she was like, oh, well, might as well make the most of it.
I like how Jamie, he like jumps, like he's going to block her or them from seeing him, but it's like he's like 20 feet away.
Well, it's funny because the scene just passed. And when he does it, like he has his Fromer's book open. So he dives, like holding the Fromer's book. Like that's going to cover anything.
Why are you diving at all? Just stand in front of her.
Seems like you could have just been like, hey, these guys haven't noticed yet.
It's all dudes.
There's a lot of dicks back here. All right. So, and I'm not talking about Richards,
Yes.
but we gotta go.
There may be one Richard, but it's not confirmed. But yeah, this is a
Can neither confirm nor deny.
But yeah, that last thing that they do is with the scene with the absinthe and Jamie and Jenny, which it's confirmed.
You guys
in this
really
movie.
are the worst twins ever.
Exactly. That's confirmed multiple times in
Yes.
this movie. But the following morning, you see the four of them hanging out. I don't know where exactly they are, in front of some building. I think they were waiting for the train again. And it pans to all of them. They all look fucked up. They all look hungover.
Right.
And then it just shows Cooper, and he's just got this shit-eating grin on his face because he's just loving the fact that Jamie and Jenny made out the night
And
before.
it's like, oh, wow, Jamie finally found himself a girl. Just happens to be his twin sister.
Hey, so crazy night last night, right? Anything weird happen? It's like, shut up, Cooper. It's like, okay, fine. Me and Jamie both got a little intoxicated, and he kissed me. Okay, let's just get over it, or whatever. But like Cooper asks Jamie for the Fromers. He's like, hey, can I borrow your Fromers? And he fucking just chucks it at him all angry. And he goes over, oh, here's something to do in like wherever their next stop is.
He's like, oh, really?
He's like, oh, and here's a fun fact. Jamie perks up. You made out with your sister. He goes and starts choking him. But then you see the other guy that they met in Bratislava, the one that's obsessed with America.
Right.
Which that scene is great because you see this guy come out and he's holding a bicycle seat in his hand. He's like, "You're America's?" He's like, #1 new show, Miami Vice.
I love that guy. Everything that he's in,
hysterical.
Yeah, everything that he's in, and almost everything that I've seen him in, it's always a bit part. There's only one movie that he's been in where it's almost like he didn't have the lead role, but he was kind of like really high up in the credits, and that was The Saint with Val Kilmer. He plays some Russian, I don't want to say a Russian dictator, but almost like, a guy in Russia that's trying to become the next like ruler of Russia.
Yeah.
So
was it more of a serious role for him? Because I think I've seen bits and
no,
pieces.
It's very serious. Everything I've seen him in, aside from that, he's been funny.
Yeah.
But that is like a serious dramatic role that he did.
But he puts the bicycle seat on. Hammer time. He's like, it's a good thing that you came here during the summer. He's like, in the winter, it's like, this place can be very depressing. And it already was. It's just fucking gross wherever they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shows up in one of those weird looking European cars that's painted to look like the General Lee. The General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard.
Right.
And it's like, you guys trying to go to Berlin? He's like, hop in. I'm your ride.
I love that guy.
He is great. He is great. All the other shit that happens when they're at the Vatican, this is towards the end of the movie. They Cooper and Scotty, they're steering away from the tour and everything, and they end up in that one room where Cooper puts on the Pope hat.
Right.
He's like, look, it's the Pope hat. But I don't understand why Scott, he's like trying to get him to take it off. He's like, take it off, Cooper. He's like chasing him around the room. It's like, let him have his fun. Who fucking cares? What's the big deal?
It doesn't touch on it, but the only thing I could imagine is if, Scotty and his family are like Catholics, then that's sacrilege right there. Like, you can't do that kind of shit.
But it's Cooper, man.
It is Cooper.
But yeah, Cooper accidentally lights the hat on fire. But all this shit happens in sequence. And, it does cut at one point to Mika, who's on her own separate tour.
The Pope is dead.
And then she asks what that rope is. There's a rope in a glass case. And he's like, oh, this is the bell that is rung whenever the Pope dies, to let the people of Rome know that the Pope is dead. And then she's like, okay, now follow me for the next part of the tour or whatever. But then after that, you see Cooper open the case. I wonder what this bell does. And he pulls on it. Yeah. And then Scotty says it doesn't do anything. Let's go. It's a rope. Obviously, it has to do something. Right. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in a glass case. But there's that. He's like,
Scotty doesn't know.
He doesn't
what
know
this rope does.
He doesn't know a lot of shit. He doesn't know that Mike is Mika. Yeah. For fuck's sake.
I mean, gosh, he doesn't know that his girlfriend of 4 years has been fucking literally everybody else.
Yes.
Except for him.
Fiona! But
I do like the Pope watching the TV, though. And when, because he gets wrapped up in the curtain that falls down and he has the Pope hat on and he comes out on the balcony and the Pope's watching the TV. He's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Scott had a different Pope hat. It's like he's just chastising Cooper for having one on and then he has one on. So, yeah, he gets wrapped up in these curtains that look like robes.
It was just all happenstance.
Fuck you. Fuck off. Fucking hate it. But you got that other European guy. He's like, oh, the Pope is dead. Yeah. He was helping like this little group of like Asian tourists. And they're not even paying attention to what's going on. They just keep looking at their map.
Right.
But then when they put the Pope hat that's on fire into the chimney, you see the white smoke.
It's like, they've elected a new pope.
It's like, in a surprising new move. It's like normally they wait like 14 days to elect a new pope. This is very surprising, but yeah, it cuts to the Pope watching TV, which I don't know if he would do that. But he's like, what the hell?
This is bullshit.
Nobody told me I was dead.
Literally just got this position.
But while he's up on the balcony, he sees Mika down with her tour group, and he does this weird move where he jumps off the balcony onto this like banner that's suspended on the front of the building, which that looked probably painful.
I'm sure it was.
It's like friction can be fun.
Sure it was for the stunt double.
That's true. That's true. But in another embarrassing moment for Scotty, he says, "Mika, like, I came all the way this way to see you," and
she's like, "Wow, that's great. Who are you?"
But he names all these things that he did while he was in Europe,
yeah,
and none of it make any sense.
Like, just when he says, he was like, "I saw a brother and sister make out."
He's like, "I got chased by hundreds of naked men. I drank absinthe that did absolutely nothing for me. And I saw a brother and sister make out." It's like, all so I could come here to see
like,
you.
Wow, that's great.
Who the fuck are you?
Who are you? She's like, "It's me, Scott."
But then
From
he gets
Ohio?
Scott Thomas? But the Vatican guard comes up to him and starts harassing him, and then out of nowhere, the soccer hooligans come up.
Yeah.
"Oi! Get your hands off of that boy! I hate you, bloody eye ties!" He's like, "But I'm Swiss." "Well, them too."
That's it. Fuck you all.
I don't care who you are. A couple other scenes with the soccer hooligans that I like, when they're still on the bus and they're driving on the wrong side of the road, but he's telling everybody else that they're on the wrong side of the road. And there's an outtake, if you watch it to the end credits, where he's just going off.
He is.
He's like, "Get the fuck out of the road. What the fuck is wrong with you? This, and that." It's like, "You bloody frogs, Frank," and all this shit. And you see the guy that's pretending to drive the bus trying not to laugh, because you know that would have been difficult to go through.
Very difficult.
But then they see that French guy that's wearing the soccer jersey, and they all just start chasing him just because he's French. But they had the sign, that big sign that's on the side of the bus that said, if you're not a mank, you're a wank.
Right.
But "your" is spelled the wrong way. And you know me.
Yep.
Bloody grammar Nazi. Guess who was a real Nazi in this movie? Mika's little stepbrother.
Yeah. Oh, man. God, a Hitler in the making.
Yeah, when they go to Mika's house to find out if she was there or where she was, you see her little stepbrother. He goes out like behind the couch area, the common area, and he has a bunch of markers. He takes the black marker and draws like a little Hitler mustache on his upper lip.
Yeah. And then starts marching around.
Yeah, like Das Fuhrer. And Cooper's the only one that's seeing this.
Right.
And he's trying to get Scott's attention, and he's like, "Leave me alone. Just like,
fuck off. I'm talking about Mika here."
Yeah, Mike.
Trying to find out where Mike is.
But then you don't know what exactly is going to happen after she realizes who he is. And he's like, what do you think? Like, I love you. Like,
yeah.
He confesses his love.
Yeah.
And then she just gets this look on her face like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah.
But then they start fucking in one of the confession booths.
Hey, gotta confess your sins.
And then who else but Frau Barbissima
Yep.
herself comes in to confess.
Yep.
It's like, Father? And you just see somebody's ass, and I don't know whose ass it was, that ends up against the screen. And then at one point, I think the ass is upside down.
I think that might have been in the outtakes.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
at
so
the end of the
good,
movie.
though.
But great movie. And then, spoiler alert, at the end, turns out that she came to America to be, to go to college there, and ends up being Scott's roommate.
He's on the phone with Cooper.
Yep.
And he's talking about it, and he's like, "Oh," and you hear the knock at the door, and he's like, "Oh, that must be him." And he opens up, and he's like, "Oh, what is he, hideous?" But it's Mika, and she was like, "Yeah, I guess they thought I was a guy.
What are you doing here? I'm going to college.
Now,
Like,
who
here?
would be dumb enough to make that mistake?
Yeah, fucking idiot. And the last thing, which we can't go through the whole movie without talking about this, is Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah. Scotty has no idea.
And I was trying to look for it again, but there's obviously Matt Damon isn't the one singing this song. You can look it up online if you want to find out the name of the band that actually performed that. They wrote and performed it for this.
And let us know
this movie.
who it is.
Because I'll find it again. It says it's the nickel scene. But yeah, I mean, I think he made the movie. And it's funny because he pulls Fiona up on stage and it's like, and this song is dedicated to the naughtiest, freakiest little sex puppet. Like, what? Fucking horror. But I love how they kept playing this song throughout the movie. Like, in different places. When they're in Amsterdam, they play it. It's like techno. They had a techno version of it. And then at one point, I think it was Cooper's cell phone ringtone.
Yes.
So yeah, that was, one of the other best parts of this movie. And then, God, I'm distracted now.
Yeah.
We can't have this stuff playing in the background while we're... I think I need to go take a cool shower.
Hot.
But then, one last thing. I'm sorry. This is the last time I'm going to do this. Cooper, he's on vacation after just getting hired at this law firm. I think he's some kind of assistant. He gets multiple phone calls while he's in Europe. And Scotty...
Yeah, from Mr. Humphreys.
Scotty asks him, he's like, so you didn't tell your boss that you were coming to Europe? And he's like, well, they would have stopped paying me.
Yeah.
It just seemed easier. So during these multiple phone calls, he's like, yeah, I'm in file storage. He's like, no, I can't find the whatever his name is file anywhere.
Yeah, he's like, I gave it to Humphreys to give to you.
Well, the first time it's like, no, I don't rest until I find it. And then the second time it's like, what are you talking about? I gave it to Humphreys yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the third phone call was like, oh, fired. I mean, if that's what you think.
Yeah.
And then
he's like,
Scott's,
well, you couldn't have gotten away with it forever.
it's like, actually, no, Humphreys got fired.
I got promoted.
I got his office and a promotion. Which is like, it couldn't have happened to a worse guy.
I know. Guy, such a horrible person.
And he hooks up with Michelle Trachtenberg.
He does.
Why is my voice so high?
I don't know.
Anything else you want to add before we call it an episode?
No. I think, I mean, we touched on all the
There's a lot of things that I wanted to touch on in this movie.
Yeah.
But that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. A lot has happened in 20 years.
But that's Eurotrip, everybody. Well,
yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it as much as we're still enjoying it. I gotta go walk off this situation now. But until next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quotable Podcast. Out. This absinthe is bullshit, man.
This isn't where I parked my car.